Okay, so after generating way over 7 figures for my clients managing their Facebook ad accounts, I have identified 4 key mistakes that were ruining their results. And listen, those ones are universal across all niches and all budgets. Whether you're selling roofing services, shutters, premium fireplaces, or even running a strip club. And believe me, I've consulted those kinds of clients as well. You will most likely fall into at least 5 of these traps when starting with Facebook ads. Well, starting with the first one, the lack of narration. What I mean by that is, do you precisely know who and how do you want to sell your product? Because listen, there's a lot of speech therapists in US, but do you know how many speech therapists for business there are in Tennessee? I mean, probably none, and that's what makes your ads pop. It's not that fancy graphic or attention-grabbing hooks. And don't get me wrong, they do play their role in making sure your ads are optimal, but the core will be properly made analysis of your customers and properly done differentiation factors evaluation. And sorry for those big words, I don't know if you have the same, but in companies that I was working in, they hired so-called internal managers and they started to use academic words. I automatically switched off and I wasn't able to focus at all. Anyway, I do not want you to do the same. So basically, what it means is that you just think about your ideal prospects, who pays you the most and why it's usually them paying you the most. Maybe you are a lawyer with a background in sports. That's why you get along with athletes. Or maybe you are a chiropractor with a passion for business. So you can speak about it during the session. Whoever you are, you definitely have something special about your product or service. Sounds cheesy, right? Yeah, but believe me, I'm stating facts here. Okay, let's get to the first crucial problem you will sooner or later face as an entrepreneur, and it is that your offer simply sucks. Yeah, I wanted to highlight that to the fullest. It probably does, don't get me wrong. I mean, there is nothing wrong with your actual offering, but have you thought about augmented offer? And I know that you might think that's a big word and probably useless like most of university taught theories, but this time it actually does make sense. And believe me, I've used it across many of my clients and it can do wonders, or sometimes it just make it or break it for the business. But what it actually is, essentially, it's everything that you're offering on top of your main offer. And I will show you the example to illustrate that. So you can either sell just custom beds, or you can sell custom beds with a bedroom layout consultation with an interior designer, a full 3D rendering of the space, and a white glove delivery with a professional installation. Which offer do you think sounds better? Or another example, you can sell cosmetics consultation or a complete acne therapy made by a certified consultant that already changed 1,000+ faces that will take 4 weeks to finish and will require no extra work besides your standard 10-minute morning and evening routine. Of course, the second one is a bit of an exaggeration, but you get the point. And I want to quickly mention, if you want a proper framework on how to create these kinds of offers, there is a great book by Alex Hormozy called $100 Million Offers that I will link down below in this video. And if you do not want to read it, just use this formula made once again by Alex Hormozy, which is basically dream outcome times perceived likelihood of achievement divided by time times effort times sacrifices. And what it actually means. So essentially, it's fairly simple. You have to increase things above the line and decrease ones below. Okay, so we went through the basics, and the next one will have a bit more to do with actual Facebook ads. Let's say you want to find a people interested in modular homes, right? So what you do is you write a post that you are selling modular homes, and what you do next is, you boost it, right? And here we have a problem. Most people which are not familiar with Facebook ads think either I do have Facebook and it doesn't work, but that's another story. If you're watching this video, you are probably more familiar with Facebook ads, I'm not gonna lie. Or either you think I'm boosting my posts and I have no answers from them. What to do then? Okay, so what you have to understand is that Facebook works more or less like a good worker. If you will tell him precisely what you want him to do, he will give you just that. And the problem with most boost campaigns is that they are mostly optimizing towards awareness. And what you have to know is that there's a completely different group that will generate cheaper awareness than cheaper leads for your business. And that's why, although awareness campaigns can be used correctly in the Facebook ad structure, when you are starting out, you want to keep it simple. And believe me, choose your goal. And if you do not have much experience, just prepare a decent graphic and let the Facebook do the job for you. Will that be optimal? No, but it will be better than those 90% wannabe Facebook advertisers, and it will do the job just fine. But if you want someone to actually look over it, prepare the whole comprehensive strategy that will make sure your ads are optimal and structured and provide a constant inflow of leads over and over again. I'll be having 3 spots open this week for a free audit where I will prepare the complete 6 months framework for you to follow, for you to basically succeed in your Facebook ads journey. So if you are a business owner making at least 10K a month, feel free to fill out the form down below this video and I will get back to you in next 24 hours. Okay, but anyway, you ready with your offer, narration, and you know what you are looking to get out of your campaigns. You're starting your campaign and you have probably seen some basic targeting tutorials that told you that basically you have to test a lot, and you're being mesmerized by all of those options you have. You start duplicating your ad sets with different targeting in search for the best one. But what you have to understand when starting with Facebook ads is at the beginning, especially when you haven't got any hands-on experience with this topic, you want to advertise with, let's say, elegance. Basically, what it is you keep it simple. And trust me, when just starting out, the simpler you make it, the better it will be. It's either one of two. You will lose less money if it will turn out not to be enough, or you will make a fairly profitable campaign faster. And yeah, I'm here to tell you basically that you will never be fully profitable without me. Of course, that's not true, but trust me, at the beginning, simpler, it's just better. Okay, last thing, not to completely ruin your campaign setup and basically on the side, actually your bank account, it's please, when creating Facebook ads, and I will have actually the full video on that topic in this channel, so stick to this channel and subscribe. Remove all of the Facebook enhancements. And believe me, you will save yourself a lot of time seeing messages from your family that your ad is, let's say, a bit off. Well, we went through all of the main mistakes people are making when setting up their first meta ads campaigns. Hopefully this video was any helpful for you. If not, just, you can still fill out the form down below for me to be even less helpful. But yeah, if you want to see the full breakdown of the strategy that made over 2.3 million for my client, just click on this video in here. And for now, I'll check myself out of this video. Remember, the goal is to never pay for your ads again. And for now, stay above the break even. Peace.